Being part of the world's leading pharmaceutical companies, we at Boehringer Ingelheim have always strived to improve animal and human health and quality of life, relentlessly developing innovative therapies. Although 2020 was challenging globally, we've managed in GULFIP to pull through with yet more achievements. At the beginning of the year, and just like the rest of the world, we were clueless about the stress and difficulties lying ahead.
Coronavirus, lockdown, COVID lockdown,
virus corona,
COVID-19,
a global pandemic.
We were diligently brainstorming plans and ideas until we, too, had to submit to the rules of quarantine and social distancing to ensure that the highest safety measures are deployed toward our organization, community, and world, ultimately facing the COVID-19 pandemic. Despite these limitations, we still managed to keep our position high in the GULFIP market within the multinational pharmaceutical companies, ranking 9 in the UAE and 10 in Kuwait, owing that to the remarkable and dedicated team who spared no effort in this regard. Our first virtual cycle meeting will always remain memorable. Since the working environment started to be focused out of home, the family's contribution was a great experience, as the team's children expressed their concerns, gave advice and words of wisdom on how the crisis was affecting them in their daily life and how much they appreciated having their parents around.
I took go to school. I don't have to go to school.
I'm more organized.
I see my mommy every day.
I spend more time with my family.
I've been spending much more time with my family. I know it is a tough time for us all, especially for us kids.
But I am confident that my dad is working really hard and really well with the bigger BI family.
Don't forget to support your mom and dad. I love you, Mommy.
The marketing team brought to life great social media campaigns on disease awareness, namely strokes, and diabetes, and conducted virtual interviews with leading experts. The audience was highly receptive to these interactive digital platforms where they could even pick their own 3D avatar. Likewise, over 14,000 digital meeting touchpoints were conducted, 400 HCPs were engaged, and 26,600 open Adobe campaign emails were rolled. As for the market access team, its close collaboration with the governmental institutions, like the Ministry of Health and Prevention, led to the execution of Mudaqqaq project, which aims at supporting the Department of Central Stores and Supply to help improve the skills and qualifications of auditors. As for our HR team, we can't thank them enough for all the support and motivation granted, especially in regard to COVID-positive employees. As challenging as 2020 was, HR handled 10 recruitments, 15 promotions, and 9 assignments, and it launched, continued, or implemented many projects and initiatives, including the internship program in Field Force, ERAP, and new parental SOP, to name a few. The sales force was no less remarkable last year, even with the sanctions on Iran and the country's crumbling economy and growing number of coronavirus cases. The sales team achieved more than 20% in market sales growth, namely with Actalyze, Metalyze, and Spiriva, to ensure continuous support to the patients. In the UAE, the sales team topped up previous year's performances and added to the picture many milestones, like the enlisting of Synjardy in DHA formulary, as well as OFEV MOH formulary. As part of our commitment and mission to improve patients' health and save lives, our Kuwait sales force outdid itself by achieving in MOH 24% growth for Tradjenta and 78% growth for Jardiance, and by acquiring Synjardy and listing in KOC. The medical team's distinction and merit didn't waver in 2020. Its high point was the World Stroke Organization's Diamond Status Award to the Brahim bin Hamad Abaidullah Hospital in Ras Al Khaimah in partnership with Boehringer Angels Initiative. Moreover, Ahmad Al Hussein was bestowed the Shining Star Award in GULFIP and ranked second in Meta Idol. Another achievement for the medical force last year was the Pharmacovigilance and Patient Safety webinar on Zoom in collaboration with the University of Sharjah. All through the region, Boehringer Ingelheim is perceived as a model of compliance and ethics, and this stellar reputation is due to our compliance team under the close supervision of Hani Bakri. That was demonstrated in different projects like the social media guidance video cascaded to the team, the compliance transformation that was clearly demonstrated with the AAI Gulf IP submission, and always working on developing a healthy speak-up culture. You'd think a state of lockdown would bind our training crew, but that was definitely not the case, for its knowledge and expertise continued to be developed, albeit virtually, thanks to the Journal Club program across Qatar, Kuwait, and the UAE. The team was duly prepared, both technically and psychologically, before returning to the field, owing to the comprehensive WWW program centered on 3 main keywords: well-being, well-equipped, and well-connected. Last year was demanding and nerve-wracking, yet, through close and continuous communication, we were able to keep our spirits up while making the transition to working from home and interacting more empathetically with our families. Not to forget the thoughtful tokens of appreciation delivered to our homes in a joint creative collaboration with the social committee. Ramadan gifts, movie night, fitness day, etc. "2020 wasn't a walk in the park, but we at Böhringer Gulf IP rose to the challenge, reaped a myriad of achievements, and have many more in store for 2021.